The Tower of Babel is under construction for the last time. The original language barrier, the root of all prejudices, has been eliminated through the use of an inhuman, universal language of binary code. Consider that binary code language embodies no human emotion, no human character, no conscience, no human psychological, intellectual connection whatsoever. These are critical elements of the divine nature of the Creator and the language that He created for human use. There is absolutely no way for this foreign alien language to connect man with God. The Creator spoke words to create life. Let there be light. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. Ones and zeros is not a spoken language and is the language that is used by Satan to control mankind. Ones and zeros is not a harmless language. This language is turning men into slaves. This digital language will change the body and soul of man and separate him from his Creator. The Antichrist will control the world infrastructure of the beast by this language. You will soon understand just how diabolical this digital language is. Numbers and symbols, not words, comprise the infrastructure system of the beast's global control of humanity. The origin and use of these numbers are from ancient occultism knowledge. Evidence of this has been discovered and hidden, however. Proof of the existence and usage of these symbols will be confirmed in the near future. The world will claim that this discovery is evidence of an alien origin of humanity. However, this revelation will support the great deception. These symbols or numbers did not have their origin in a laboratory. The use of these symbols originates in the methodology of the ancients and was used to achieve unparalleled tasks that defy modern human comprehension. This knowledge was lost and rediscovered and re-employed to revive the ancient ambition of Satan to rule God's creation. This language is the language of hell. This is and has been known by those who serve Lucifer, the so-called elite, who literally rule by political, institutional, religious systems that prevail by way of this ancient language of symbols and numbers. It was the verbal language that God confused to stop the building of the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel was an attempt by men to build a platform that would reach into heaven itself, assuming that heaven is somewhere beyond the galaxy and universe, rather than divine dimension. In modernity, even though multiple human verbal languages exist today, man need to and has successfully overcome language barriers in order to restart the futile attempt at a final assault against the Creator and His dominion. Man will never subjugate divine authority to his own twisted will. Man, in his filthy, contaminated state of being, will never ascend to or enter into the holy presence of God by any other means than a personal faith in the power of the precious blood of Jesus Christ. At the time of Babel, all men spoke one language. Thus, an extremely effective working environment existed, where communication between workers was without confusion and distortion. This was man's first collective attempt to defy God by using words of like meaning to communicate ideas in order to manufacture a means of transportation of their human body into another dimension where the Creator eternally is. Of course, these men did not understand quantum physics. However, if God had not confused their language, sooner or later they would have, according to the Creator, through trial and error, overcome and all technical challenges related to the task at hand, and would have reached monumental scientific breakthrough and achieved their evil goal, difficult as that is to believe. However, God Himself stated it so Himself. The ability to communicate with another individual where various interpretations of ideas are eliminated provides the perfect work environment to achieve the necessary steps to complete a project where success is ultimately guaranteed. The Creator Himself said to those men that they would indeed achieve any objective that they set their minds to, even in the case of what seems like the impossible achievement of reaching into heaven. How could this biblical statement be true? How is it possible that men, before the distortion of language, could accomplish everything they set their minds to? The answer to this seemingly impossible idea has everything to do with language. This statement at face value seems ridiculous until one recognizes the power of an absolute language guarantees the ability to perfectly communicate thought, and is the essence of moving from preliminary methods of experimentation to the final stages of sophisticated achieved success. This profound principle would have been responsible millennia ago for mankind successfully achieving incredible scientific feats of technology that would dwarf the achievements of today in the year 2015. Consider the objectives of CERN today.